Well, welcome back to DPS Ultra.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, we're post Chris's terrifying Stanley Hotel uh, terror tale of tumultuous
Tomatoes.
tomatoes. And I have a couple scary stories to tell as well. They're not personal stories, but wait a minute, where am I going? Oh, wait a minute. So, I know you don't frequent Reddit very often, but there is a... Oh, whoops, wrong
I
one.
do.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, son of a fucking bitch. These have to go in specific holes. Wasn't that one? Son of a... but there's this really creepy... Well, creepypasta that a friend of mine sent me that actually, like, really genuine... Like, creepypastas don't really, like, scare me. They're just, like, sometimes they're just like, whatever, that's kind of silly or, you know, whatever. But he sent me one that legitimately scared me. And, so it's about this... And obviously, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm gonna guess probably not. Alright, I'm sick of all of you. Anyway, the story is this dude who was married to this woman, and they had a totally, like, happy marriage, no issues whatsoever. The wife showed no signs of, like, you know, mental illness or, you know, anything along those lines. But one day he came home from work and he was like, "Oh, you know, honey, I'm home." And he couldn't, like, find her, and he's like, "All right, that's kind of weird. Normally she greets me." And so he was, like, in the kitchen just, like, you know, looking at his phone or whatever, and he got the sense that somebody was staring at him. And so he was like, "What the?" And he kind of, like, looked down the hall, and at the very end of the hall, he saw his wife peeking around the corner and staring at him. And so he was like, "Oh, you know," I forget her name, but he was like, "Oh, you know, babe, what are you doing?" Oh, shit. And when he said that, she just kind of, like, retreated from, you know, the corner and, like, disappeared. And he was like, "All right, that was kind of strange." And so every time that he would, like, you know, he'd be just, like, in the living room, like, reading or something, and he'd get the sense that somebody was, like, staring at him, and he'd, like, look around, and his wife would just be, like, you know, behind the corner, just, like, looking at him. And he'd be like, what are you doing?" And she wouldn't, like, answer him, and she would just, like, run away. And he's like, "Okay, you know, this isn't a very funny game if you're, like, messing around. Like, I don't like this." And this continued on for, like, you know, a long time. And so finally, like, one day he, like, she did it again, and he was like, "Okay, I'm not joking, you need to stop this." And she, like, wouldn't answer him and, like, took off. And so he, like, called his wife's mom and was like, "Hey, does she have any history of, like, you know, acting strange or any history of, like, mental illness or anything like that? Because she's acting very bizarre and she's never done this before." And the mom was like, "What are you talking about? Like, she's never acted like that ever." And he was like, "Okay, well, she's, you know, she's acting very strange." And so basically this kept going on. Oh.
Well, that was lucky.
Yeah. This kept going on, and so, like, one day, like, it happened again, but this time she, like, attacked him, and with, like, I forget what it was, but she attacked him, and he was like, "Okay, you need to fucking knock it off." And she, like, hid around, like, you know, like an island in a kitchen. She was, like, hiding behind it, and, like, she kept acting really bizarre. And so finally he's like, "You know what, forget this, I'm staying at a hotel, because you're not acting right." And so he got in his car, and as he was driving away, he looked in the rearview mirror, and he saw his wife, like, chasing after him. And so, like, he stayed at this hotel, and she was, like, texting him and being like, "You know, I'm really sorry, I was just playing around, you know, I don't mean to scare you," and stuff like that. And anyway, long story short, he ended up divorcing his wife because she kept acting super just bizarre. And he changed his phone number, and he would get like text messages from like random numbers being like, "I miss you, please come back to me," and stuff like that. And so like, you know, that story's like kind of silly, but oh boy. But the reason that it scared me so much is because right after I had read that story, I was getting ready to like take a shower, and I was going to grab like a pair of boxers or something, and I was like, oh shit, I left my clean laundry in the laundry room. And so I like left my room and like walked through the kitchen like into the laundry room, and like I grabbed a pair of boxers and like was walking back into the kitchen, and I was like looking down, and I noticed that my boxers were like inside out, and I was like, oh shit. So I was like turning them like, you know, right side in, I guess. And I looked up right as I was about to turn the corner to like walk down the hall to go to the bathroom, and Stephanie was peeking around the corner with this giant unnatural smile on her face, and she was just staring at me. And I fucking screamed, and I almost had a fucking heart attack. And she was just like dying of laughter. And I was like, that's not fucking funny. And she was like, I'm surprised you didn't see me. And I was like, I was looking down, and like I wasn't paying attention. And then I told her about the story that I just told. And I was like, that was like not good timing. So yeah, that's my story at the end. where a creepypasta got the best of me for once.
It became real.
Yeah, it became too real. I'm good.
There's some synchronicities.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, there's the ones that are like, oh, guy and girl are on Lover's Peak, and you know they run out of gas, and boyfriend is like, oh, I'm gonna go to town to get gas, and so he leaves, and then in the middle of the night the girl hears scratching at the door, and she's like, baby, is that you? But there's no response. And then the next morning she opens the door, and man hook hand hook car door. Or whatever
Classic.
the fuck it was. Man door hand hook car door, that's what it was.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of creepy stuff, there was one when we were at the Stanley. We were in the room, and I think it was like the first day we were there or something like that. And I think we're getting ready to go out, and I start singing Funky Town, like the
Yeah.
like that whole thing. And then Emily was in the bathroom getting ready, and she came out and she was like, that song has been stuck in my head for like 10 minutes. And I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, that's been stuck in my head for like 10 minutes. Were you singing that earlier? And I was like, no.
Huh.
Yeah, and
like how did you were just randomly just like do 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 do.
Yeah, totally random.
Huh.
Like we hadn't heard that song. Like I haven't heard that song in years.
Wow,
it wasn't.
Weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
It's like your mom said, you got The Shining.
Yep.
You're projecting your innermost thoughts into those around you.
Or I receive it from other people.
Oh, or that. Either way works.
Which is weird because, and then the video, like the voice says no, and then I say no.
Oh yeah.
Fucking weird.
So the moral of the story is Chris likes to receive it. Ah!
Hey.
Or if I do this.
Oh, that would have been so amazing if she just like one-shotted you.
It's like, it's not even supposed to one-shot me. Gosh darn it. All right. The Mask of Rage. I should probably upgrade a bit
Thanks
before
to your consistent patronage, I've expanded my services.
I do find it funny that Lady D, like, this is like the one room she can't go in.
She's like, oh, dang it.
Yeah, she's been in. She can go in like every other room except this one.
He has garlic hanging.
That is true, actually. I never thought about that.
One moment, please.
Reload. Do that. I'm gonna do rate of fire because the rifle shoots hella fucking slow. And Amia. Yeah, why not?
These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
Don't say that to me ever again, Duke. Wait, how much longer do I have this gun?
Do you want a hand job?
These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
It's only one crystal skull.
One bottle of Crystal Skull vodka is all it takes for me to give you a hand job.
You
oh
know
my
Dan
god,
Aykroyd owns that?
Okay. Any Hoosers.
You'll make the best vintage yet.
No, I won't.
Oh.
Curse you, Ethan Winters!
It's funny because it's winter right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the joke.
Well then, game theory, explain Resident Evil 7 then.
No.
Well, next time on DPS Ultra... I'm just kidding. Is it just me, or, I mean, did you beat Resident Evil 7? I can't remember if I asked you that or not.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Is it just me, or is Ethan Winters just the worst fucking protagonist in video game history?
He's not good.
I think he fucking sucks, and, like, I don't know if we're actually going to beat Resident Evil Village on DPS Ultra or not, but if we do, you will find out why I fucking, like, at the same time love and hate this game, and it's partly because... No, it's mostly because of Ethan.
Is it more than just him being bland and kind of shitty?
Well, it's a lot... Well, all I'll say is it's him being just a bland, shitty protagonist, but also there's a lot of plot holes in this game that just bother the fuck out of me.
Yeah, oh.
Have you gotten this far?
No.
Oh, shit, okay. Yeah, from this point forward, it gets silly.
Looking like fucking Biolante over here.
What is that?
Hey, Godzilla.
Oh.
Kaiju.
Ow. Ready for an epic catchphrase?
Oh yeah, always.
Matches your insight.
Fucking Gotti.
Wow.
Ethan, you're so
Really?
you're so cool.
She just like stopped. She's like, oh, wow.
Wow, that was kind of mean. What did I do to deserve that?
Oh my god. So we've been watching a lot of Simpsons,
Yeah.
and this is fucking ridiculous. And there's this part where someone makes fun of comic book guy.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they say something like, oh, like an overweight comic book guy, I bet you're a devil with the ladies. And then comic book guy just goes like, whoa. And like the fucking delivery of that line in the episode is so fucking funny.
It's like you can tell it's like, man, that hit deep.
Yeah, just like saying whoa when someone insults you like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but you're fat and women don't like you, and you're like, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, the shit. I've beaten this boss so many times that like I know all of the what the hello? Oh. That I know. All I'll say is like the first time you fight her, you like have no idea what to expect, but because I've beaten her so many times, I know exactly like the parts where I need to like stop shooting her because it's just like a waste of ammo. No, you're not. Well, why don't you? Ethan will be like, why don't you sit down?
Why don't you stop doing this, you psycho?
You psycho bitch. It's like, Ethan.
Whoa.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hugga. Oh no. Yeah, like here. Like, there's parts of the game, like... I think... There's parts of the game where, you're supposed to, like, get hit. Like, there was one part in the very beginning during, like, the battle in the village where, like, it doesn't matter where you're at, the game will, like, reposition you where you need to be. And this boss battle does the same thing.
Oh.
Where, like, I don't know if you caught it, but there was, like, a slight cut when she, like, crashed into me where I wasn't where I originally was. Oh, boy. No, I think you're gonna die, stinky butt.
Got her.
I'll take you out to lunch. Ouchies. I'll see you next Sunday. Alright, come on.
Time you've had your own cheeseburger.
I'll take mine. I'll take mine extra crispy. Oh boy.
Like, here's your cheeseburger. I made it a double.
I'll have mine with extra mayo. It's like, I can imagine Ethan, like, falling, like, 300 feet. He's just like, I'll have mine with extra ketchup! Oh, don't worry. He has another righteous quip right after this.
He's like, whoa, have a nice trip. See you next fall.
God damn it, you made me spit my soda out. Oh, I had a mouthful of squirt right there. Wait, here it comes. Here it comes.
Boy, I've been there.
Ready?
You're the one who's cursed.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Shut up, Ethan. God.
You're the one who's, dead? Gonna die? Can't... Damn.
He's just like in there for like 15 minutes, just like, well, you're. No, I already said that. You're. I don't like your hat. Oh, you're not wearing a hat anymore.
You're too tall.
Your breath smells like poopy.
Got her. Anyways.
Oh boy. Finish that item that was requested. Please deliver it to the house with the red chimney. Go through the caves to the ruins, then down to the village.
The Ched Rimney.
Don't mind if I skibbity-doo. No, didn't mean to do that. Alright, I can go out there now, but there's nothing out there that I need.
Nice shot!
They call me the ace shot Ethan Winters.
They call me good shooter, Ethan Winters. They call me the fish chopper.
It's just like
They call me fish knife guy.
he's just trying to like boost his confidence. He's like, they call me the door opener, Ethan Winters.
Reverence. We call on thee.
You've just opened your last door.
Moon rises rise on black wings.
Oh, God.
Will wait the light at the end.
This playthrough just became a lot more fun.
And in death, glory to Mother Miranda.
Hey, remember me? I almost.
They call me the Remember Me guy, Ethan
What's going
Winters.
on around here?
Do you remember me? I ate dinner yesterday at the castle.
It was.
You weren't there. You weren't there, but
You know what I mean.
that's what I
Still haven't found
did.
Rose. Where did Mother Miranda take her?
You're too late. Or maybe almost too late. The child will be sacrificed, life for life.
What kind of sick medieval shit is this? She's just a baby.
The crests of the 4 bloodlines may open the path you seek.
Will you please stop talking in riddles? I just want to find my daughter.
They call me the Riddler, Ethan Winters.
Only a riddle if you
All right,
don't
I'll stop.
know the answer.
Wait a second. That looks familiar. Hey, wait!
How lame is Ethan that like an old lady can like close a door and he's just like, damn, it's locked.
Yeah. He just killed a fucking giant demonic beast, and he's like, "Oh, this wood too hard."
Yeah. Whoops. Oh, I need to. God damn it. Beaten this game so many times and I fucking forgot to get the key. Yeah. So basically, these are like the 4. There's like 4 main areas of the game, and all these icons represent like each area.
Oh, okay.
The winged key. Let me out! Let me out!
You're unlocked now, door. Like a.
They call me the Stairmaster, Ethan Winters. Oh.
This fucking Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like I said,
that straight up looks like the Men of Numenor.
I'm gonna pretend I know what that is.
It's Lord of the Rings.
I mean, I figured. Yeah, so, for years now, everybody, Chris has been trying to get me to watch the extended versions of Lord of the Rings, and I cannot commit.
They're amazing.
They're also 7 hours long each.
You're 7 hours long, psycho. Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. And also, I mean, like, I've seen all of them. I haven't seen any of the Hobbit movies, but I've seen all of the Lord of the Rings
Oh, those are
movies.
terrible.
Okay. Even, like, I didn't really care for the Lord of the Rings, like, to begin with. Like, I didn't think they were, like, horrible or anything like that. I was just like, this is just boring. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't, like, I don't know. I knew nothing about Lord of the Rings when I watched the movies. Like, to be honest with you, when I first saw them, I didn't even know they were based on books. I was just like, they're movies. Okay, cool. And then, like, after I saw all of them, I was like, oh, they're books. Okay, cool. And I don't know.
Yeah, they were written in the 1930s.
So? I assume you.
Wait, so
something of value.
The Hobbit was written first, right?
Not sure if it's of value.
Yeah, The Hobbit was written
You have your daughter, right?
around World War One. I want to say, because J.R.R. Tolkien was in World War One, and he started coming up with the concept like when he was at war.
Wait, real quick. This is kind of important. So Duke told him to take a closer look.
His baby's head.
Yep.
Damn.
That flask seems to contain her head.
No. What?
Roses.
Don't say another word!
Oh, you'll be the dead baby.
This is impossible! This just can't be!
Your daughter's essence is still intact. Her powers are truly unique.
Who could even do this?
She can be saved, you know.
Saved? From this? Are you insane?
A little super glue goes a long way.
Crazy glue. You know the guy with the hard hat on the package,
He's
Withholding
funny looking.
And get to the damn point.
kicking his
You don't
legs.
have to trust my words. But do you have any better options? Your choice. The customer is always right. After all.
You'll pay if I find out this is a lie. Fucking Joker.
Yep.
Anyways, get my daughter's head. Let's go.
Yeah, so basically all of the... No, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but this isn't really a spoiler. All of the different areas of the game contain a piece of Rose. So, we have to go to different areas of the game to find her...
Go get some baby legs.
Pretty much. No, it's on the other side. Whoa. Whoa. Diddle-it-do. Oh, but you're saying about J.R.R. Tolkien wrote World War I, something like that?
Oh yeah, he was in World War One, and
He was in World War One?
Yeah, he was in the British Army.
Oh shit.
And he came up with the concept while at war. I think he like fully wrote the book when he got back, and then after that wrote Lord of the Rings, and it was originally supposed to be 12 books, 12 like thin books.
Yeah.
But then the publisher they were like, yeah, these need to be just like 3, medium-sized books.
Shit.
Because they figured like it'd be harder to sell 12 books, which I mean, it would be.
Yeah, especially back then.
Mm-hmm. And so it actually was not successful for a long time. It didn't really catch on until the 60s when it got like rediscovered. And thankfully he was like still alive.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it had like really
everything that you just said right now just cut out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I was like, you were like, yeah, it station and yeah, so anyway.
Oh yeah, like the hippie generation, like
probably
really liked just the the fantasy aspect of it.
Yeah.
And it was really
oh
no. It was the first like all fantasy worlds have been essentially based on Lord of the Rings ever since.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because like it was the first like story to have elves and orcs and dwarves and
oh really?
Yeah, like he invented all of those.
Oh shit! I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, and so it was very foundational to pretty much everything fantasy related.
Wow.
And I think all of it was like based on, different lore from European cultures and stuff like that, in Middle Eastern and stuff like that. But it was just like it was inspired by his studies at where was it? Cambridge, I think he was a professor at Cambridge in the UK, and he was like a what was it? I think it was in Old English or Middle English, which is like the medieval English.
Yeah.
And he was just like a professor of history. and then he used all of his, knowledge from those to come up with the worlds and like the Elvish language in Lord of the Rings is a complete language, and he came up with it on his own and like invented multiple languages that are like you can be fully fluent in them.
God, that's
pretty
like
nuts.
that's fucking deep for just like a book series.
And that's like why people get so into it, because it's so unbelievably deep that it just like sucks people in. Like there's so many books that are like about Middle Earth that he wrote, besides Lord of the Rings. That's just like the main story. But there's like the Silmarillion, which is just a history book.
Yeah.
on Middle Earth and stuff like that, and then there's like the Book of Lost Tales 1 and 2 and all sorts of shit.
God damn, there's like way more Lord of the Rings stuff out there than I ever imagined.
Yeah,
I literally thought it was just like Lord of the Rings 1, 2, and 3, and then like The Hobbit, and like that was it.
Yeah, there's an insane amount out there.
Go
These
away.
fucking
Goober stains are really starting to pee me off.
I'm really getting peed.
I'm gonna pee. Okay, so we're
Fucking
almost
Ethan's just like, stop, guys, get back! I'm gonna pee. I gotta
They call
pee.
me the Pee Master, Ethan Winters.
Next time, you'll be the one who pees, psycho witch.
I need a didgeridoo
For
for this MFer. They call me the didgeridoo, Ethan Winters.
You're gonna didgeridoo.
Yeah, get out of here. Oh boy, I thought you were dead, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to almost kill you. I'm sorry. God fucking dies. Shit. Don't Superman punch me. Thank you, god damn.
So, I don't know why this part of the game reminded me of Atomic Heart. So later in that game, like 2-3 hours in, it becomes like semi-open world, and the robots like regenerate after you kill them.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
God damn.
When you're in the overworld area, and there's like ways you can like temporarily turn off like the regeneration stuff. But that game can get pretty hard.
It looked like it. I mean, I was watching a preview of it, and it seemed like there was just a like ridiculous amount of enemies on the screen, and they were not dying easily.
No, it takes like a bit to actually like kill the robots. Like you can't just like one-shot them most of the time.
Yeah.
Even if like you shoot them in the head with a shotgun, it's like you have to do it 2 or 3 times. But like I'm really digging it. It's pretty dope.
Does the
Except for the voice acting?
Yeah. Is VSync broken for you on that game?
Mm-mm.
Because it's broken for me.
Huh.
And it was like actually kind of bothering me.
Well, did you install like the what are the texture maps or whatever, or the
shaders?
The shaders?
Yeah.
Okay, because they also just put out a patch 2 days ago. They fixed a bunch of shit.
Oh, okay. I haven't played it in probably since the day it came out.
Yeah, they fixed a whole bunch of stuff.
I see.
With a pretty big patch, but it's pretty fun. Like I really dig it, and it's even though like the protagonist is absolute wiener.
Yeah, I don't really like the protagonist at all.
No, he's very bland, but it kind of gets to a point where it's
Did you learn anything?
funny
I found
that
this
he's
treasure.
So
Now tell me
like
how
corny.
to fix this you
Like
said.
intentionally
Like-
funny or just like ironically funny?
First, you must
I
use
think
that
it's kind of
seed to
intentional,
collect all of your little
'cause
roses flasks.
He had like his catchphrase is "crispy critters."
For it,
Oh god damn it.
You
So,
have
like, when something happens, he's like, "Oh, crispy critters!"
Lords?
Okay, so
And-
Duke is explaining what we have to do from here on out.
Mother Miranda is the cold, calculating ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her. The first you've
4
already
lords
met,
and 7 years
Lady
ago.
Dimitrescu. The second lives deep in a valley of mist. The doll maker, Donna Beneviento.
Donna Benedetto.
None of her playmates have ever come back.
Donna
from that
Bobby da
dank
Boopy.
old estate.
Dank old estate. Dank,
Third
dank.
is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past the wind.
That's what I look like, by the way.
It is said
Yeah,
that
that's
he is
why
not
I've
the
never.
only
That's why we've
monster
never
that
posted a
lives in
picture
the
of Chris on DPS Ultra because he's just too hideous.
I'm a hideous.
The fourth,
Stumpy
the
frog
most
man.
dangerous, is Heisenberg. He works in his factory on the village outskirts. And the project. Let's just say parts of the human imagination are better left
Tank.
alone.
Yep. Oh, I know.
If
You
you
come up
truly
here and
wish to
rub
see
my
your
tum-tum.
monsters, First gather the 4 flags.
How deep can you stick your
I'll do
finger
your
in my
personal
belly
favor.
button?
I've marked the Lord's
Record
location
6
on your
inches.
map. Some treasures still lurk in this village. I'm sure each one will prove of great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Why, it's all part of our first-class customer service.
My feet are
Please
swollen.
do come again soon.
I haven't drank water in 4 days. Okay, so... Well, first off, next time on DPS Ultra. But the next part of this game is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best part of this game. And I'm actually... excuse me. I'm actually, like, really looking forward to see, like, your reaction to it, because it's genuinely... And I'm not exaggerating. It's genuinely fucking terrifying.
It's the doll one, right?
It's the House Beneviento, and to preview it, we're not going to play it tonight, but to preview it a little bit, the first time I played it with headphones on in broad daylight at like 2 in the afternoon, and I was drenched in sweat because I was so fucking scared. And we're gonna go through it slowly, just because I want you to experience it, because I legitimately think it's one of the most unique horror experiences in fucking years.
Huh.
So it's gonna be a fun time. But anyway, next time on DPS Ultra, we will visit House Beneviento,
The Benevento of the Boyardi.
the House Chef Boyardee. All right, bye.
See ya.